I'm Matt from Freak Finder Fishing. We're going to talk a little bit about dialing in your electronics. Whether or not you use Humminbird, Lowrance, Garmin, Raymarine, all these units are really good right outside of the box, but to really get the best bang for your buck, you really want to just dial in them and do the little fine-tuning steps that will make your fishing experience a lot better, where you can get all your money out of this equipment. We're going to talk about things today like adjusting sensitivity, adjusting your chart speed, and really going into the more in-depth settings of your units. So what we're going to start with is just regular basic 2D sonar, and really the only thing that you really want to adjust here is your sensitivity. You want to get away with as much sensitivity as you can without clouding the picture. So this Humminbird 1198 goes up on a scale of a range of 1 to 20. I keep mine at about 13. That gives you a detailed picture of both the bottom and any objects off the bottom. The one major thing you want to focus on here is you always want your chart speed, whether it's 2D or whether it's side imaging or down imaging, to always match your boat speed. So this is in simulation position right now, and it's going at 5.5 miles an hour, so you want your chart speed to be around 5. Anything under 6 is pretty much ideal for any side scan, down imaging type deal. And if we switch into a tri-screen view here, this gives you down, regular 2D sonar, and side imaging. On side imaging, you really want your range to be as short as possible, which gives you the most detailed images. So anywhere around the 40 to 50 range. Obviously the further and further you go out, the less detail you're going to get of stuff off the bottom. So if you really want to try to find suspended fish, you really want to keep it in the 40 to 45 range. Again, here you want your chart speed to match your boat speed, so that way your images don't refresh too quickly. And you also, again, want your sensitivity to be as high as you possibly can without diluting the image. So this is on a 4, and you can see what's going to happen as we go further and further up. Basically, these hard objects, it's giving it too strong of a signal coming back, so it actually brightens it up and distorts it. So you want to dial it back to where you actually can crisp up the picture enough so you can see every little detail and every little bit of the branch. And if you go over here, the simulated tree that we're going over, if you zoom in, I mean, you can count the twigs on it, and that's, if you can do that, then you have your sensitivity dialed in correctly. As far as colors go, it's really just a matter of preference. If I'm fishing around hard structure like rock, and it's basically what I do 90% of the time, I prefer the amber colors. If you're around wood and grass, I prefer darker colors like blues and greens. The grass just shows up a little better. And the rock is actually more defined with the lighter hues like ambers and browns and oranges. And that's about all I have today. Thanks for tuning in.